So with that, let's go ahead and get started. And I want to say welcome to those who have joined us to our Success Partners International Zoom. And really, we put this together because me and some of my partners work with Shapr, and we've had a lot of connection with different people. And so we invited a very select group of people we have met through Shapr to come on. These are people who have asked and inquired, what is Success Partners? What do you do? So Success Partners International is a company that mentors people in business. We do a lot of things in the area of personal development in terms of events and resources and personal coaching. So let's get into this a little bit more. One of the events that we do with Success Partners is the Personal Growth Connection. In fact, this event took place just recently in Louisville, Kentucky. As it says, holistic wellness practitioner Yvonne Lagunas is being filmed there. And you don't get a very good look at the camera there with the lighting, but that's a very significant production taking place. And she's being filmed as part of an upcoming documentary on alternative health practices throughout North America. So we had that event take place by Success Partners in Louisville, Kentucky, and we're really proud to be able to host that. Another event, and this is one that we'll be doing in the month of February in Louisville, is featuring Cliff Kuhn, who's known fondly as the Laugh Doctor. He used to work with Jerry Lewis around the world, and for those who are familiar with stories like Patch Adams or Norman Cousins, this gentleman belongs in that group. So that's an event that we will be hosting by Success Partners. Another event, and this is more of a business team event, as part of what we do on the business level, is these are some photos from the 2018 business team event with Success Partners. You can see the venue. This was actually at a gorgeous meeting center in southern Indiana where Success Partners took over basically the whole venue on about 500 acres and had everything there, sleeping accommodations, meals, and you can see us taking advantage of the outdoors. Then you see a speaker there in the red dress. You're going to hear more about her later. She's a national speaker. You see a room full of people there learning and growing. And some of those people came in exotic ways. Notice the luxury coach. Some of our partners arrived in that. Then you can see some of our millennial women as part of a panel there. And so we love doing these kinds of events. Let's talk about the business mentoring we do, and primarily we are working with Legal Shield as a business platform, and there's a number of reasons for this. Let me go through these quickly. Number one, the services offered by Legal Shield are significant. They're very important. They're important for people to know about, and there's also a massive market, and that market is actually expanding. And so when you have great products and great markets, there's always opportunity. Then there's a very low cost of entry of working with Success Partners with this platform. It's not like investing in a franchise or a traditional kind of business that would take 5 or 6 figures. Next, the model is part-time. That's so important today because so many people are looking at ways to add to their income or start in a direction of new income. So part-time matters. Our programs are easy to teach, easy to learn, and therefore achievement can come easily. There's a lot of mentoring and personal growth. This is one of the things that people that work with us oftentimes say they enjoy the most, is how much they learn, the growth, being around achievers, being around practitioners and teachers and coaches. Next, tax advantages. Anybody who's got any home-based business understands this, but a lot of people get started with us who have never had any kind of business, and it's really incredible the benefits they get in terms of tax advantages. Multiple forms of compensation. You're going to hear more about that in a minute. And then finally, leverage in the form of asset creation. And the assets in in building a business with us is the asset of working with other people. So let me get into that a little bit now. And with Legal Shield as a platform, our purpose is to protect people and to empower people. Here's how we do that. And I want to use a comparison in talking about Legal Shield as a disruptive innovation. And most people have heard that terminology. The disruption is comparable to the examples shown here. Uber. Everyone knows Uber has massively disrupted the taxi service industry to the benefit of we consumers. Uber's more, it's simpler, it's easier, it's more affordable. Same thing with Netflix, so people understand that. So let's look at the Legal Shield app. And there's the app that our customers get. And notice Call Your Law Firm is circled. When somebody has Legal Shield, they now have that disruptive force in the legal industry. They simply push that button, call into their law firm. They can talk to their attorney anytime they want, and the attorneys are guaranteed to get back to them within 4 hours. So right there just sets us apart. But think about this, being able to call and talk to an attorney any day you want to and not worry about getting a bill. That's the premise of Legal Shield. It's a monthly service for $25 a month, yet you could talk to an attorney 25 times or 25 hours and not get billed. Notice other services, writing letters, making calls on behalf of our members, reviewing contracts, providing services in the event of audits or defensive lawsuits, and then servicing many family and domestic things as well. In addition to that, if you look on the website here, I'm sorry, on the app, speeding tickets, Legal Shield attorneys actually represent our members for moving traffic violations throughout all of the U.S. and then getting your wills done. Getting your will done and keeping that updated is part of the service Legal Shield provides, all for $25 a month. So it's really a game changer. The other app we have and the other problem we address and where the real protection and empowerment continues is dealing with identity theft. So here's our ID Shield app. Notice on the app, you've got your credit score that's updated regularly. Notice you've got buttons to call your ID Shield advisor, even after hours in an emergency. But most importantly is what it says here on the slide: comprehensive restoration for identity theft by licensed private investigators when our members or their family members become victims of identity theft. So next thing I want to touch on is how we mentor people and how they get paid. And again, it goes back to the products. When you have great products and services, now you can focus on proper strategies for reaching out and getting to the marketplace. And when we do that, our reps get paid 4 different ways. Number one, when new members are enrolled, our reps get paid. Number two, our reps can set up teams and from that earn overrides. That's no different than the models we all understand of maybe a real estate office where that broker brings in agents, or the insurance office where the insurance broker brings in agents. So we have that concept. Next is residual income. Again, the insurance people understand this, where we do the work once, then we're paid over and over for the life of that membership. And this is one of the significant reasons we mentor with this platform, because we show people how they can put in effort today and have that pay them 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and beyond. And then finally, there's a lot of bonus money and trips and incentives and things available through our model that are not typically available to people. So very significant. So that gives a bit of a feel of what we do on the mentoring side. Now, one of the real benefits of Success Partners is working with teams. And I've been joined here on this Zoom with one of my partners, somebody who's written the book shown there, 9 Little Words to Change Your Results. And by the way, this little book has helped change the results of a lot of people we work with. But Ms. Lynn Schuster-Williams, you can see the one quote from her book, which I just love. So I highlighted it here, that thought is the most fundamental element in the creative process. Without it, nothing is created. And I just love that. And So I've got Lynn here joining me to make some comments. So at this time, I'd like to hand over to Lynn Schuessler-Williams. Go ahead, please.
Thank you so much, John. It's such a pleasure to be here, and just wonderful to listen to you talk about all we do with Success Partners. It's so exciting. And you know, what I'll tell you is that working with this platform is the best thing I ever added to my business. And, you know, it's so flexible, and it brought diversification to my business, diversification of my audience, diversification of my income, which before was all about trading time for money. You know, coaching is you show up to coach a client and they pay you. And if you don't show up to coach, you don't get paid. But with Legal Shield, I have the opportunity to serve a broader range of people, and I have the opportunity to create a residual income, as you were just talking about, John. And my favorite thing about my Legal Shield business is the culture of personal development and growth, and the people that I get to work with, both as a mentor and a mentee. You know, I believe we never stop learning. And so it's been a wonderful experience for me to really get to see this whole culture develop. And Success Partners is just absolutely the most fun I've ever had being a part of this team. And you know, one of the people that has mentored me is a woman that you spoke about earlier in the slides, Dr. Darcy Hoffman, and what an incredible leader she is. She's a certified John Maxwell coach. She has her PhD. She's written a fantastic book that I've worked through with and mentored people using her book, called Success Habits That Work. And it's just a great example of all the things, all the richness of experience and learning that this team brings to the table to mentor folks under this platform. Thanks so much for having me, John, and back to you.
Well, thanks for your comments, Lynn, and I appreciate all you do and all you've done for so many people we work with. And I have right here a copy of Darcy Hoffman's book, Success Habits at Work. So we want to go ahead and wrap up this. And I will say we've been joined by a third partner, Alice Engelhardt, who's actually lives in St. Thomas, Virgin Islands, and will be coming on future Zooms talking about a project she's got taking place there in the Virgin Islands. There's Alice. So we look forward to that. But with that, we're going to sign off and just appreciate anyone taking an investment of time to hear about what we do, as we are seeking partnerships with other people. So when you see this, we hope for further conversations with you. With that, take care. Bye-bye.